If you've been unfortunate enough to come across the Minecraft YouTube Kids rabbit hole, you may have heard of something called Minecraft Monster School. Here lies some of the most disgusting, suggestive, and sexualized content on YouTube targeted directly at very young children. With millions of subscribers and tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of views, you'd think that YouTube would have to step in and do something, right? Some of this content so blatantly breaks YouTube's own guidelines, it has to be deleted or age restricted eventually. No. What if I told you that instead, YouTube was doing the exact opposite and behind the scenes has been actively banning channels that do not break the guidelines, and even the channel who invented Monster School over 10 years ago now, whilst willingly allowing these abhorrent Minecraft animations to exist scot-free. I've managed to get in contact with a big Minecraft animation channel and get behind the scenes info on some of the most disgusting and downright exploitative Minecraft content there is, and what I learned is really shocking. Alright, but pause. What even is Monster School, or rather, what happened to Monster School? Well, for those of you unaware, Minecraft Monster School was a cool little Minecraft animation series first begun by a channel known as Woolcraft all the way back in 2012. These videos were basically animations containing the various Minecraft mobs in a classroom or schoolroom being taught how to, well, be hostile mobs by Herobrine. They learn to craft, fight, brew potions, and do much more. Now, this content was entirely harmless. Sure, it was clearly targeted at a younger audience and was slightly odd, but at the end of the day, young kids loved it, and many of you watching this video probably have fond childhood memories of watching such videos as well. You see, Monster School wasn't just some smaller series with a few 100,000 or even a few million views. Monster School was enormously popular, with many of Woolcraft's videos racking up tens of millions, the most popular almost reaching 100 million views. By pure accident, Woolcraft had invented arguably the most popular Minecraft trend in all of YouTube history. Obviously, other people began to notice the immense success of Woolcraft's series and began doing their own Monster School animations. Throughout 2013, 2014, and 2015, dozens of Minecraft animation channels directly inspired by Woolcraft would pop up out of nowhere, all of which taking the Monster School idea and replicating it or putting their own spin on it. And many of these channels were also wildly successful, far surpassing Woolcraft, gaining millions of subscribers and hundreds of millions if not billions of views. In late 2015, Woolcraft would upload his final Monster School video. The many fans he had accumulated over his 3 years uploading were upset, but grateful that they had grown up watching Woolcraft's animations, not the other Monster School animations that were rapidly taking over YouTube. But why is that? What was going on with the other Monster School animations? Well, as we entered the later 2010s, much of the Monster School content began to gradually shift away from what it was originally about, Minecraft mobs in a school environment learning about the game, and more towards whatever was trending amongst young kids at the time. It became increasingly common around 2018 and 2019 to incorporate other popular topics, games, and characters of which had no relation or connection to Minecraft whatsoever into Monster School videos, for example Baldi's Basics and the Bottle Flip Challenge. Despite the fact that this was god-awful brain rot, it still wasn't harmful, just cringy, weird ADHD kids content. And my god, was it successful. Some of these channels began receiving over 100 million views per video, obscene numbers of which netted them obscene money. Monster School was a real-life infinite money glitch. Monster School channels kept pushing the boundaries as they became more and more successful, and it was also around this time that the content began getting much more sexualized, not only in their thumbnails, aimed to get kids to click, but also in the actual content in the videos. This has only continued to become a problem throughout the 2020s, and with the addition of YouTube Shorts that seem to be able to get away with sexualized content much more than normal videos has gotten to a disgusting point. And this is where the true depravity begins. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago now, I was contacted by a big Minecraft animations and Monster School channel known as Russ Playing. This channel has been making animations for a long time, with its origins dating back to the early 2010s, where they would make animation clips for Skydo's Minecraft, Caveman Films, Team Crafted, and many other old school Minecraft YouTubers. Point being, this channel has been involved in Minecraft animations, and thus Monster School related videos, for quite some time now, and has some very interesting behind the scenes information to share about a recent development, which we'll get into in just a minute. minute. Up to this point, you may be wondering how some of this absurdly sexualized and downright disgusting content with tens of millions of views aimed at kids has managed to stay on the platform so long unaffected. I asked that very same question about a year ago when I first tackled the monster school rabbit hole in my video here, which guess what, was age restricted by YouTube only 2 days after I uploaded it, despite me going out of my way to censor the content I displayed that, mind you, was and still is uncensored on YouTube to this day. So rather than the original videos getting age restricted or taken down, my video where I censored their videos even more and only displayed a handful of clips was age restricted instead. You can go watch that full video of mine entirely uncensored on my Patreon, by the way, which is probably what you'll have to do for this video as well, as I suspect it will be age restricted too. I'll upload this video entirely uncensored on my Patreon as well if you want to check that out. Also be sure to subscribe, no pressure of course. Anyways, after my video, probably unrelated, but after nevertheless, something did change on YouTube. Late last year, the YouTube guidelines or policy surrounding child safety was updated. Specifically, if you go down to the section called misleading family content, you'll see that since last year, a few new things have been added that are not allowed, including medical procedures, self-harm, use of adult horror characters, and other inappropriate themes. Here it also notably says you are not allowed to target young minors and families with mature themes intended to shock young audiences, as well as ensuring your video titles and descriptions match the audience you're targeting, specifically mentioning you can age restrict your content if it's intended for mature audiences. Some of these new additions clearly were made to target monster school content. You'd regularly see medical procedures, the use of adult horror characters, inappropriate themes, as well as video titles and descriptions targeted at kids, despite containing content not suitable for kids in monster school videos. This should have put a stop to it. These seemed like great, proactive, and targeted guideline updates that would have led to a fix or at the very least, improvement to the current issue, but they somehow only made things worse. So, Willcraft, the original creator of Monster School, one of the few Monster School channels whose videos were actually age appropriate, actually about Minecraft mobs in a school, a channel which is cherished by many, what's he up to nowadays? Well, 5 months ago now, Willcraft would break his multiple year-long silence to make a community post. As Willcraft stated, YouTube had begun deleting his Monster School videos one by one for violating their child safety policy, even though his videos were explicitly labeled not for kids, and despite the fact that they did not contain any content at all that broke the updated children's safety policy guidelines. His appeals, which are meant to be reviewed by an actual human rather than the automated system that takes videos down in the first place, were still declined as well. Willcraft ends the post mentioning that the way things are going, he wouldn't be surprised if all of his Monster School videos ended up being deleted eventually, or his channel would get suspended. Then, 3 months after that, Willcraft would make an update post, mentioning that no more videos had been deleted, despite the original 3, although at the bottom of the post was an edit, not long after stating that yet another one of his Monster School videos was now gone. Unfortunately, some of the videos deleted by YouTube included his most popular and most famous, meaning Willcraft lost about 150 million views worth of videos, almost half his channel total views. And here's the thing, as I mentioned, Willcraft's videos did not break any of the guidelines whatsoever. These videos had existed fine on YouTube with tens of millions of views for over 10 years, and now they are gone. You could argue that it's YouTube's automatic detection system at fault, but even after submitting appeals, which a human has to manually review, the videos still remained deleted. And this isn't just happening to Willcraft either. I mentioned to you earlier about the well-established channel which had contacted me. Well, the owners of that channel initially reached out because out of the blue, dozens of their older Minecraft animations and Monster School videos had begun being taken down for the exact same child safety reasons many of Willcraft's videos were taken down for. I was sent screenshots of the video's timestamps displaying what exactly YouTube deemed unsuitable in the video for kids, and almost all of these screenshots are entirely harmless, rule-obliging segments of the video. And this isn't the only channel these automatic YouTube video takedowns are happening to. As I was told, many very well-established and huge Monster School channels and Minecraft animation channels who were obliging by YouTube's guidelines are now too afraid to post in fear their videos will be striked and their channel will be terminated. Some of these channels have already been terminated because of this or have been abandoned with no more uploads. What is going on here? Why is there so much blatant content breaking the updated guidelines available on YouTube, but proper age-appropriate Monster School videos are being taken down instead? Well, as I was told by Roos Playing, he believes the issue is something to do with whatever automated child safety detection system YouTube have implemented recently. But that still begs the question, why are these videos still being removed despite supposed manual human appeals? Well, I guess we don't know, as YouTube is extremely unclear and unspecific in why exactly these videos are taken down. There really is barely anything to go off, as Playing frustratedly told me. A channel with millions of subscribers is unable to get a clear word from YouTube. And the thing is, it's not like YouTube is unaware of these exploitative videos either. As I was told, when Playing had a YouTube manager a few years ago, they would regularly compile lists of videos with URLs of Minecraft Monster School and animation content that clearly broke the rules and send them to the YouTube manager. Playing was actively reporting the harmful content and making YouTube aware of it. Yet, these videos and channels were left unaffected, many of which are still uploading similar exploitative content to this very day. This isn't just an issue with Minecraft Monster School either. There is a variety of animation content, such as this channel here called Slime Cat, with over 4 million subscribers and almost 1 billion total channel views, getting away with uploading this sexualized content of whatever the hell Pomni and all these other weird characters are. I mean, just look at some of these thumbnails, guys. Reminder that this stuff is targeted at kids. There's also a variety of Roblox related content that also clearly breaks the guidelines and is left untouched, but that's an entire different rabbit hole, which we don't even have time to get into. Let's just say, I learned something new about the internet today. And don't even get me started on the Minecraft shorts. While many of the Monster School videos' worst elements are the thumbnails, short creators genuinely don't care. Like, how the hell is this allowed on YouTube in the first place, let alone allowed to get 28 million views while clearly being targeted at kids? If there's anything that's going to get my video age restricted, it will be this, I'm telling you, but I guarantee these shorts will remain completely fine as they are. You can't be serious. This breaks the guidelines on so many levels, and whoever made this isn't even trying to hide it, but yet it's allowed. This is crazy. I'm genuinely shocked that this is even allowed on YouTube at all. It's actually just plain funny at this point. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna get demonetized for this. It has to break every single one of the guidelines. Have a look at this one here. It's just so unnecessary. You could create the exact same scenario and farm the exact same engagement without making it unnecessarily sexualized. Come on. Shorts are wild. These things are getting hundreds of millions of views and yet are somehow flying entirely under the radar. And the thing is, new channels doing even worse just keep popping up. Check out Afmore School here, a channel solely based on making extremely suggestive animations of a big kids Minecraft YouTuber called Afmore that has only been uploading for a few months, yet somehow has been able to get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views on videos with thumbnails like this. Or this channel here called Alex and Steve Animation with over 5 million subscribers, of which every single thumbnail is insanely sexualized. Just look at these recent ones. This channel is uploading every 2 days, mind you. They are spamming this garbage out like crazy. These thumbnails are by far the most blatant of any we've seen so far, and once again they are able to get away with this no issue. Even crazier is the fact that this channel has an 18+ Patreon linked with content that wouldn't even be allowed on YouTube. Reminder, these channels are not age restricted or set to 18+. They are made for and primarily watched by kids, yet an 18+ Patreon is linked in the very same kids targeted channel. Look, I think you get the point by now. There are hundreds of these channels blatantly breaking YouTube's guidelines and hundreds more that keep popping up every few weeks, yet the actual content safe for children and the original Minecraft Monster School content is the content being taken down. There's one thing we should probably acknowledge though. While yes, guideline-abiding channels are being negatively affected, and yes, despite their appeals, even a human reviewer is marking their content as inappropriate, there is probably a good chance that a variety of actual inappropriate channels have also been hit or affected by this, yet we wouldn't ever hear or know about them. So there is certainly a lot of survivorship bias going on here, even if there are a lot of multi-million subscriber channels breaking the guidelines still. That being said, I revisited some of the inappropriate videos and shorts I documented in my last video about a year ago now, and many of them, such as this one here, which I'm not even going to bother showing you as I'm 99% sure it was a key reason my last video got age restricted, still exist and have double the number of views they did a year ago. So it's clear that much of the older inappropriate content still remains unaffected. That's about it. There's not really a positive note to leave on here. Make sure to check out my Patreon to support my channel. There will be fully uncensored versions of this video and my other Monster School video on there. It greatly helps me out. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching.